Hey guys, welcome down. This building right here is called the Corn Building. It was built by a fellow named Moses Corn. That's Corn with a K. He built it in 1888 and he built it out of wood, which means, of course, it burnt down in the Great Seattle Fire of 1889. They rebuilt it that same year, this time out of brick. Kind of like the story of the three little pigs. Have you heard that story, ma'am? About three pigs? Yeah, me too. Now these windows right here used to look out onto that road, that skid road. Can you guys spot these windows in this room right now? Anyone? Anyone, Bueller? You're right over there. And the space between the windows and the wall is the space under the sidewalk. We have 33 blocks of hollow sidewalks. That's how we came out of the mud. Over here we've got mud, houses are sinking, holes are opening up larger and larger, we have ourselves a mess. Over here, this is even earlier on, if you look down the middle of Main Street, you'll notice there are sticks that are stuck in the deeper holes. That way, during high tide, you could identify where the deeper holes were and maybe cross the street and not drown. Right over here is the sawmill. The water comes right up to the back door. That way, during high tide, ships could parallel park behind, load up with wood, and head down to San Francisco. After San Francisco's gold rush of 1849, gangsters had moved into San Francisco, and they threatened to burn down your business unless you paid protection money. San Francisco burnt down 8 times between 1849 and 1851, which was, of course, excellent for Northwest Lumbertown. Right? Now what we did after the fire, where the water is, we built 7 seawalls, pushing the water out, knocked down part of this hill, filled in between those walls. We now have 2 blocks of city filled solid toward the water, acting like a dam, keeping it dry down here, even though we're below sea level. Right? Now this white building right up here was a pretty important part of frontier Seattle. Any guesses? That's a good guess. Got to think a little darker.
The whorehouse.
There we go. Take a bar and brothel. Put those two together. You got what I'm talking about. Ladies and gentlemen, the original University of Washington. As a frontier territory, there were 3 different ways to get money from the federal government and give your little town some stature. You could have the Capitol, the prison, or the university. We got the university. We got that in part because Arthur Denny's father was in the Illinois state legislature with a very tall fellow, and they both jumped out a window to avoid sounding a bell. And of course that very tall fellow from Illinois was? Lincoln, you're right, Abraham Lincoln. So in the 1860s we had some connections. We got the university. What we did not get for the first 20 years were students. So, if guests came into town and Arthur wanted to show off the university, he had to go down to the sawmill and hire guys to pretend to be students. Now, they still do that today. Nowadays, they call that a football scholarship. Yeah. Hey guys, let's slide this way just a little bit.